Hello, children. Hope you all are doing good at home and taking great care of yourselves. I welcome you to today's English class. Children, we are going to complete the exercise questions of the chapter An Exciting Cricket Match in today's session. I hope each and every sentence of the chapter is clear to you, as we have discussed the entire chapter in detail. Still, children, before we begin with the exercise questions, let me give you the snapshots of what we had read in the chapter so that you don't make any mistakes while answering the questions. Yes, we have to be doubly sure that we know all the answers and we are able to write them correctly. An exciting cricket match. The name itself is telling that the chapter is a detailed account of a thrilling match of cricket that was witnessed by two friends, Ravi and Krishnan. Now, these two boys had come to watch a live cricket match in a stadium for the first time. So, it was all the most exciting and enthralling for them. The huge crowd of people, the beating of drums, shouting of spectators, everything over there was just magical. The boys quickly tried to grab the front seats so that they can have the best view of the match. Yes, the match was between India and Australia. Australia won the toss and decided to go for batting first. Aaron Finch and David Warner were the opening batsmen from the Australian team. Mohammad Shami bowled for the Indian team. Children, apart from the immense health benefits that the sports provide, health benefits means, yes, sports help us to keep us fit, they help us to become strong, healthy and active. So these are all health benefits of sports. Not just these, they teach us very important values of life like team spirit, true sportsman spirit. Yes, sportsman spirit was one important thing that the boys could see during the match. Just in the beginning of the match itself, David Warner hit the ball up in the air. It was bowled by Mohammad Shami. The shot was so fabulous that even the bowler couldn't stop himself from appreciating it and he clapped for the shot. Yes, the boys, Ravi and Krishnan, they learned the lesson of true sportsman spirit. That is, playing a game without having just the aim of winning or losing. Playing it in true spirits is sportsman spirit. So children, as the match picked up, David and Finch made 150 runs in 15 overs. Then David got clean bowled and Steve Smith pitched in and took the total score of Australia to 190 runs. Then, during the break time, the boys enjoyed snacks from the cafeteria. Yes, after that started the second innings for which everyone was waiting. And who started? Yes, Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma started batting. India made a great start with a 4 by Shikhar Dhawan. The two batsmen together scored 170 runs. But then Rohit got caught and gave way to Suresh Raina, who also couldn't stay on the pitch for long. And then came our favorite, yes, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. By the end of 19th over, Indian team had scored 181 runs. Now children, it was a game that could take any turn. 1 over and 10 runs. That was the target. Everyone was super excited. But just then, what happened? Aaron Finch, while fielding, he slipped on the ground and brought the match to a halt. The players rushed to his help till the medical help arrived. Soon everything was fine and the match resumed. Then children, 5 balls and 10 runs. After that, a 4 by Dhoni brought the match to 6 runs from 3 balls. No runs in the next 2 balls, so just 1 ball left and 6 runs. An absolute silence in the stadium persisted. Last ball by Johnson was a full toss. And Dhoni, he hit a 6 that made India win the match. So children, what are the values? What did we learn apart from enjoying an exciting cricket match? What did we learn? Yes, cooperation, helping others. When Aaron Finch slipped on the ground, everybody came to his help. Team spirit, sportsman spirit. These are the values that we learn from this chapter. Right, children? Now, I am sure the chapter is clear to you and it's time to answer a few questions given at the back exercises. So, let's get started. Children, we had answered question A1 to A5 in our previous session. So, let's start from the 6th question. It is, name any 2 bowlers from the Australian team. Yes, you have to name just 2 bowlers from the Australian team. Remember? Yes, we had read in the chapter, Mitchell Starc from the Australian team started bowling. So, one of the bowlers from the Australian team was Mitchell Starc. Then also we had read the last over was given to Mitchell Johnson. So we have got our answer, Mitchell Starc and Mitchell Johnson. So children, it is very important that we frame our answer correctly. We have to write the answer in complete sentence. It's not just that we have to just name them, we have to write the complete answer. So name any 2 bowlers from the Australian team. Our answer would be Mitchell Starc and Mitchell Johnson were the two bowlers from the Australian team. Right? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Who hit and scored the last 6 of the match? Yes, who hit and scored the last 6 of the match? I'm sure you would remember. Yes, we cannot forget because the last 6 of the match was the most important thing. It was the most deciding factor that made India win the match. So who had hit this last 6 of the match? Very good, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So how are we going to frame our answer? Who hit and scored the last 6 of the match? MS Dhoni hit and scored the last 6 of the match. Right? Easy question? Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Tick the correct option. Children, this question number B, this you can do in your textbook itself, right? Because we have to just tick the correct option, so it can be done in the textbook. So the first one for you is, the cricket match was played at the option A, Eden Gardens, option B, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, option C, Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium, or option D, Wankhede Stadium. Yes, do you remember? I remember it very nicely. Very good. The cricket match was played at Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium. Right? Okay. Let's move to the next one. The toss was won by the option A, Australian team, option B, Indian team, option C, Sri Lankan team, or option D, Pakistani team. Now this is something that is really easy. India and Australia were playing the match, and who won the toss? Very good. Australian team. So our answer would be, the toss was won by the Australian team. Okay, let's move to the next question. Answer the following questions. Now, these questions are also very easy. If you would have read the chapter carefully and listened to all the videos very carefully, you would be very easily able to answer them. So first question in question number C is, who was the captain of the Indian team? Oh, that's very simple. I believe there would be no one who would not be able to answer this question. Who was the captain of the Indian team? Yes, MS Dhoni. But again, children, we have to write our answer in a complete sentence. So, who was the captain of the Indian team? We would write, MS Dhoni was the captain of the Indian team. Easy? I'm sure you're finding it easy. Next, who was the captain of the Australian team? Again, question of the similar kind. Only the name would change. So, who was the captain of the Australian team? Remember? Very good. Aaron Finch. We would write our answer as, Aaron Finch was the captain of the Australian team. Next question. How many runs did Australia score at the end of 20 overs? Yes, how many runs did Australia score? Remember? Yes. Here it is given on page number 114. At the end of 20 overs, Australia scored 190 runs in all. Right? So we have found our answer here, and otherwise also we remember this. So what would be the answer? How many runs did Australia score at the end of 20 overs? Australia scored 190 runs, 190 runs at the end of 20 overs. Right? Let's move to the next question. Where did Ravi and Krishnan buy snacks from? Yes, from where did they buy the snacks? Remember? Yes. Here it was given, Ravi and Krishnan moved towards the cafeteria. Ravi said, let's have some snacks. Krishnan said, oh, the people are rushing to the cafeteria. So what would be our answer? Where did Ravi and Krishnan buy snacks from? Ravi and Krishnan bought snacks from the cafeteria. Okay. In which over was Suresh Raina run out? Now this is something that if you would have paid attention while reading, you would remember. Otherwise, you will have to go back to the chapter and look for the answer. Yes, Suresh Raina. Then came Suresh Raina. He also could not stay on the pitch for long and was run out in the 15th over. Yes, it is precisely given in the chapter on page number 114. So, in which over was Suresh Raina run out? Our answer would be Suresh Raina was run out in the 15th over. Okay. Next question. Which team won the cricket match? Oh, that is so simple. Which team won the cricket match? Yes, the Indian team won the cricket match. Very good, children. Now, let's do 2 more questions. HOTS. Answer the following questions. Now, these questions were somewhat objective, wherein you were very easily able to answer them. Now, in these questions, you have to give your brain a little more thinking. Let's see if you can answer these questions. The first one is, do you think that it is important for players to have sportsman spirit? If yes, give reasons. Now children, do you think, there are 2 questions in this. First is, do you think that it is important for players to have sportsman spirit? Now he has asked, do you think? Your answer can be yes or no. If your answer is yes, you have to give reasons also. Now, how are you going to frame your answer? What do you think? First of all, tell me. Yes, it is very important for players to have sportsman spirit. So, how are you going to frame your answer? Yes, it is very important for players to have sportsman spirit. Now, we have to give reason also. Why do we feel that sportsman spirit is important? Yes, why sportsman spirit is important? Because it helps the players to play the game in true spirit and not with the aim of just winning or losing. When the players play with sportsman spirit, they just don't think about whether they are going to win the game or they are going to lose the game. They just play the game in the right or in the correct spirit. Right? So I'm sure you'll be able to write this answer also. Next one. How did Mohammad Shami show true sportsman spirit? Remember, how did he show true sportsman spirit? Yes. Even the bowler clapped for David Warner. See, Ravi said, see, that's true sportsman spirit. So now the bowler over here is Mohammad Shami. Yes. So our question is, how did Muhammad Shami show true sportsman spirit? So how are we going to frame our answer? Yes, Muhammad Shami showed true sportsman spirit when he appreciated the player of his opponent team. And who was the player? Do you remember that? Yes, David Warner. When he hit a six in the air, then Muhammad Shami clapped for him. And that's how he showed true sportsman spirit. So children, with this, we have come to the end of the exercise questions of this chapter. I'm sure you would have enjoyed reading the chapter. You would have also got an experience of watching a cricket match in a stadium. And children, please do not forget the lessons, the values that we learned from this chapter of cooperation, team spirit and true sportsman spirit. Right? So with that, I end today's session. We call it a day. And all of you take very good care of yourselves. Stay happy. Bye-bye.